Hello everyone, my name is Bekmirza Abdulkadir. This is an introduction for computational mathematics. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to solve equations quickly. Here we go.
In this video, we're going to focus on solving two-step equations. So let's start with the basics. We're going to cover equations with fractions, parentheses, variables on both sides, and even decimals. But let's start with the basic two-step equations. So how would you solve this equation? Let's say that 3x plus 5 is equal to 17. What's the first thing that we need to do in this problem? In order to solve this equation, we need to isolate the x variable. So the first thing we need to move is the 5. We want to get x by itself on the left side, so we need to get rid of the 5. Since the 5 is added to 3x, let's perform the opposite operation. Let's subtract both sides by 5. 5 and negative 5, those two will cancel. So what we have left over on the left side of the equal sign is 3x. 17 minus 5 is 12. Now all we need to do is separate the 3 from the x. The opposite of multiplication is division. So we need to divide both sides by 3. So x is 12 divided by 3, which is 4. And this is the answer. Here's another example that you could try. 4x plus 3 is equal to 19. So based on the last example, take a moment and work on this problem. Feel free to pause the video. Now, just like before, we're going to start with subtraction. Let's subtract both sides by 3. Just get rid of the 3 on the left side. 3 and negative 3, they add up to 0. So we just have 4x on the left side, and on the right side, it's going to be 19 minus 3, which is 16. Next, to separate the 4 from the x, we need to divide both sides by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 1x and x, you could just write as x. On the right side, it's 16 divided by 4, which is 4. And so that's the answer for this problem. X is equal to 4. Let's try a similar example, but slightly different. So let's say that 17 minus 5x is equal to 2. If that's the case, what is the value of x? So what do you think we need to do in this problem? Well, we need to get rid of the 17 first. On the left, we have positive 17. So we'll need to begin by subtracting both sides by 17. So these two will add to 0. And then we could bring down the negative 5x. Positive 2 minus 17, that's equal to negative 15. Next, let's divide both sides by negative 5. Negative 5 divided by itself is 1, leaving behind 1x. Negative 15 divided by negative 5 is positive 3. Whenever you divide by two negative numbers, you're going to get a positive result. And so that is the answer. X is equal to 3. Now let's move on to our next example. Consider this equation. 9 is equal to 3 plus x divided by 4. So we have a fraction. What do you think we need to do in this problem? Well, in this problem, we could start by subtracting both sides by 3, just as we've been doing. 9 minus 3 is 6. Now let's bring down the fraction. So 6 is equal to x divided by 4. The opposite of division is multiplication. So since x is divided by 4, to get rid of that, let's multiply both sides by 4. On the right side, the 4's will cancel, leaving behind an x variable. On the left, we have 4 times 6, which is 24. And so that is the answer. Now, if you want to check your work, you can take this answer and plug it into the original equation. So 9 is equal to 3 plus, let's replace x with 24. 24 divided by 4 is 6. And 3 plus 6 is 9. So 9 equals 9. The equation is balanced, which means that this here is indeed the right answer. X is indeed 24.